Hello my little storm clouds, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm building a pastel apartment, well not apartment, a pastel house that is a studio with a loft room. And I've been requested to upload this to the gallery before. I made it for a short, and because I just designed it really quick, I deleted it straight afterwards. So it is now finally going to be on the gallery if you do want this. I also did upload a tutorial for the actual loft room on how to do them. It's super easy. You don't even need any cheats to be able to do these loft rooms. It's not like my loft beds where you do need cheats and you're hanging stuff off a platform. I do that to make tiny houses. A lot of people are like, why don't you just do a loft room the normal way? But it's because when I'm making tiny houses, I want to use as little tiles as possible. Whereas if you're doing a loft room where you're doing a whole room on top, that is taking up tiles. So it's great when you're not doing a tiny house. This is still under 100 tiles, so it's in the tiny home residential section, but a lot of the times when I'm doing the other way, it's because I want to make really tiny versions of things. So I kept this quite modern with that pastel twist because I still do really like that style. I haven't done anything like that in a while because I've just been in my fantasy era. I've always been in my fantasy era, but I sometimes step away from it a little bit, and now I'm back with it. So I've been doing a lot of fantasy builds lately and I really enjoyed doing them. Don't worry, they're not going away. I'll still will be doing them, but I do love doing modern builds as well. So I thought I'd do one today. So the main packs that I am using in this build, there will be other packs that I'm using, but the main ones is High School Years, the Pastel Pop Kit, and Dream Home Decorator. They're like the ones that I mainly lean towards, and Home Chef Hustle obviously for the kitchen because it's like my favorite kitchen set in the whole game and I love it so much. And I stuck with a lot of pinks, blues and purples just because I feel like they go together really well. There might be subtle bits of other colours, like there's a little bit of a mint green over here in the living room with the rug, but I mainly did keep it to the pinks and blues with little bits of purple. I'm gonna say I absolutely love this little table that is from High School Years, that is slightly transparent with the colours in it. It's absolutely stunning. I used to use it all the time and I haven't used it in a while, and I don't know why because it looks so pretty. I might have used quite a bit of Eco Lifestyle as well because the windows are from Eco Lifestyle, and I think the door I use is from Eco Lifestyle, as well as the slats that are on the outside, you will see later. So yeah, that is another one that I use. All the very modern looking packs. But I mean, I know High School Years is Art Deco, but there is definitely modern things in it, especially when it comes to like the gaming PC and the gaming chair. I am a little bit stuck with larger builds at the moment. I've been doing mainly my tutorials as my long form and working out new ideas for shorts. I don't know why, I'm in a little bit of a rut, but I think it's because I've been working on 2 really large builds, and when I'm doing a large build, honestly, they take me weeks and weeks, sometimes even go into the months, because I can't sit and focus for so long. I have to take breaks, so I'll do something for a couple of hours, go away, come back, even the next day, the next week, and I just need a break. I'm still in the middle of making Resahder's townhouse. Again, I can't really complete it until I've gone through all the books because I'm trying to get the layout sort of exactly. It's not going to be exactly, but I'm trying to get it as close as possible because I'm a perfectionist. So that's also another reason why things take me so long, is because I'm trying to get them perfect. And like a lot of builds that I put up, even this one, there's something I'm not quite happy with it, and I don't know what it is, but I know sometimes I just have to go with it and upload it anyway. Otherwise, I would never upload videos. So sometimes my things are not perfect, or they're not perfect in my eyes. And it might be the same with you. Just sometimes you've just got to put it out there even if you don't think it's perfect. Somebody else might absolutely adore what you've done even if you don't like what you've done. So I'm going to go ahead and put this out there even though I'm not 100% happy with it. I love the interior, it's just the outside I really struggled with, which I'm normally the opposite way. I love doing exteriors, and when it comes to the inside, I struggle a little bit more, but I feel like I struggle more with modern exteriors, especially because I was doing this pastel type and I was like, oh, that's really difficult to do. In the end, I ended up doing the house in pink and did a blue roof because I was like, I need to make it more pastel. It looked too plain and boring. You might see as well, I do in and out from doing the outside and then to the inside and back and forth. I do this all the time. Like I said, I can't focus on just one thing. So even though I haven't finished the kitchen, I come back to it later. I'm now doing this section here, and then I'll flip to outside, then I'll go back to the bedroom. I just find it really hard to focus, and I don't know why, I just do. The under the stairs area looked really plain and boring, so I ended up putting a little reading nook under here. I have a tutorial on how to do this. I started doing it and then it kept messing things up, so I think I ended up completing it off camera. But I have a tutorial so you can see if you want to do this, how to do this reading nook, and it is fully functional. Your Sims can grab the books from behind them and sit on these little counters here. And like in this tutorial, I like to size these bookshelves down because they're just too bulky otherwise, and it's just trying to perfect them. But yeah, I love these little reading nooks. I just think they look so cute and they fill in that space under the stairs quite nicely. I also almost forgot to add a like dresser or a wardrobe, so I do go ahead and move the bed slightly from upstairs and like move it slightly to the left so I could add in this clothes hanger thing, which is also from high school years. Again, the colours are just really pretty on. I wanted some art from behind the bed, so I'm using this gallery art. I can't remember where I found this gallery art. I just searched in kawaii no cc art, I think, and it came up and I just really like it, and I use it a lot in my kawaii style builds. And then I like to fence off a lot of my builds. I just think it's easier. So it's a lot smaller than the actual lot, so this would work on a smaller lot. And I decided to do the garden just around the side instead of going like just at the back or just the front. I really like when you've got the garden across the side, and I did add a little pool in there as well as a little like deck area as well as a barbecue. I was going to add a hot tub, but there just wasn't quite enough room, and the placement of where I wanted it didn't quite work. I also hate that the hedges sort of go over the top of the pool. That would like actually be a nightmare, but I needed a big enough pool. I thought if I did it one tile skinnier, it wouldn't look quite right. So I decided to have the hedges over the edge. At least it's in The Sims, so it doesn't really matter. You're not going to get the leaves off the hedges in the pool, but real life, I would not recommend it. Unless maybe they're fake. I added these little shrubs at the front, and there was a pink swatch, so I was like, I need to add more colour, so I'm going to add pink. And to fill in that section there, I added some trellis. And again, I feel like I was lacking colour, so I went ahead and added these pink flowers all over these sides where I have the slats. And here's where I decide this pink is not pink enough, so I find another pink that's a little bit darker. I don't know if it's just because where I'm building, it really washes things out. And here is the blue roof coming up. But that is it for this build. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!